Hey, I wanted to talk about emotional abuse. It's sad to see that many young girls, young women don't think that emotional abuse is actual abuse because it's not physical violence or domestic violence. But emotional abuse is considered a form of domestic violence. It's abuse. Now, you're not going to end up in the hospital because of emotional abuse, but the effects of lowering your self-esteem, making you feel like you're not a person, is still very much the same. So I wanted to talk about a few things that go in hand with emotional abuse, which usually includes domestic violence as well, because after they tear you down, they usually try to start beating on you. Now, usually with emotional abuse, you're dealing with a man who is insecure in himself. And he's taking out his insecurities, his problems on you. This is where you get men who try to tear you down, make you feel like you're nothing, insinuate that you partake in activities that you don't partake in, insinuating that you're a whore, that you seek attention from other people, be it men or women. Emotional abuse also includes trying to limit who you can and who you cannot talk to, be it female or be it male. If your boyfriend or girlfriend, for instance, says, I have a problem with you having male friends because you're heterosexual, and then they might also have a problem with you having any friends in case you're bisexual, in fear that you're going to just willy-nilly go and be with any human being who happens to be of the opposite of sex or same sex, depending on your sexual orientation. That is a problem in itself. There are plenty of men who are not okay with their woman having male friends. Now, if you had a situation where you've been cheated on by a woman who claimed that her best guy friend was, just her friend, that's unfortunate, but many women can successfully have male friends and not be sleeping with them. And vice versa. Men can have female friends and not be sleeping with them. And limiting her friends is not going to stop anyone from cheating on you. If they're going to cheat on you, they're going to cheat on you, whether it's with their best friend, their neighbor. It doesn't matter. Telling them who they can and cannot talk to is not going to stop anyone from cheating. People can do what they want. But that is one sign of emotional abuse. Trying to distance you from your family, trying to put a rift in between you and close relatives. For instance, your mother, your brothers, anyone, or your sisters, cousins, grandmother, grandfather, anybody that you have a close-knit relationship with, they try to make it like this person is harming or harboring ill feelings towards your relationship. That is a clear sign to get away from that person and that relationship. Because if you look up any domestic violence website, the signs of it, isolating you from your family is probably in the top 5, because they don't want anyone around you who knows better and who's looking out for you, because they want to be in control. Another instance of emotional abuse is telling you what you can and cannot wear. For instance, you have a pair of sweatpants that you'd like, or you have a dress that you like, that, just anything that makes you think or makes you feel beautiful, that they think is going to attract men to you or women to you, that is a problem, because you can wear what you want. You're not 15 anymore. You're not 12 where your parents dictate what you can and cannot wear. Now, unless, you're religious, then you follow your own thing. But if you're not and they're not, and they just think that because you wear that, other men are going to be attracted to you, or other women, then that's their problem. You don't have to deal with that. It's not, you wear what you want. You can wear a potato sack. If a man or woman's going to find you attractive, they're going to find you attractive regardless of what the hell you have on. That's another thing. Social media. Telling you who you can and cannot be friends with on Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, Instagram is a problem. It's America, people. We're allowed to be friends with whoever we want. Being friends with your ex or someone from class on your Facebook does not mean you're going to have an affair. Does not mean that you're even interested in this person. We live in a world where men and women have to interact. And sometimes upon interacting, you form close relationships with people of the opposite sex. and from the same sex. It's called being a person. So those are just a few things that if you are experiencing while you're in a relationship, those are signs of emotional abuse, and you should end that relationship before it escalates, especially if you have children, because you do not want your children seeing you being berated, degraded, and experiencing that horrible thing of, oh my God, why does daddy talk to mommy like this? And if it's not your child's father, why does mommy's boyfriend treat mommy like this? And God forbid it leads to physical violence. That's not something that you want to endure or deal with. That's just a few of my opinions on this, because I've just been seeing this too often where a man just feels that he could just tell a woman whatever to do, and the woman is just like, okay. No, it's not okay. And a lot of this is abuse, and women just don't even, if they don't realize it, they just put up with it for the sake of having a man. And it's really foolish, and you have to love yourself to see yourself out of these situations, because you should not be with anyone who is telling you what to wear, what to do, who you can and who you cannot talk to. I don't give a damn who it is. Unless that person is trying to do you ill will, there is no reason you cannot have a healthy platonic relationship with any human that you meet. I don't care who they are. Okay? And that's all I really have to say. I'll have more topics on stuff like this, because it's just, to me, seems to be growing in young women with dealing with men who don't deserve to be dealt with. Until next time, stay tuned.